Do you...
We do. We do.
Rafe and I do. We work
I
together.
know you, yeah. Really well,
No, not in the biblical sense.
No.
But James, you were directed by Rafe.
I was directed by Rafe. I was beaten up by Rafe in the film version of Shakespeare's Coriolanus, which was amazing. I was very scared, actually. I hadn't done Shakespeare in a long time since I was...
You're brilliant in it.
At drama at school with you, actually, a long time. That's how long ago it was.
Wow.
How bad it was. Are you all still together?
He was a bit older than me.
You'd never know it, all the same. Yes, no, Rafe asked me to come and do that, and it was brilliant, actually, with a laugh.
And now, it is a new year, and it's a very happy new year for one James Nesbitt, because you were on the honours list.
I was, yes.
Yeah, well, you are.
I am,
You're not struck off or anything. You're still on it.
Yeah.
You're still on
See
it.
how the show goes.
What did you get? What did you get?
I got an OBE.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, actually, yes. Cheers to that. Yes, cheers to that.
An excuse.
Yeah.
And,
are your mum and dad both still around?
well, Mum's not around. No, but Dad was very pleased. Dad said about bloody time, actually. But my friends, I think, were pleased. I mean, one of them, Jason Ferguson, a very good friend of mine, he said, "Order of the bell end, about time." So, no, it's exciting. It's a day out at the Palace for me and my girls.
Do you know who you're getting yet?
Oh, no, you get different people, do you?
Well, there's a whole family of them.
Oh, right.
There is, isn't there? There's loads of them.
I wasn't aware of that.
There's like a pack of cards.
When are you going?
I think you go to the Palace, do you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I'll probably get Edward. I don't know.
Yeah. No, because...
I will now.
You're more going, oh. Because, Rafe, you haven't got anything yet.
No?
No. Well, I feel like you should. You're genuinely posh. Look, he got one. He got one.
It's all surface.
It's a regional
I'm not
one,
posh inside.
And Tracey Ullman, I have a feeling whatever chances you had...
Fuck rule me, I ain't getting
you're
one.
really not getting one now.
No chance.
No, because in the new show, you do a version of one of them.
Yeah.
Do you?
Do you? Yes, Camilla. Yes, there I am.
That's you.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
I had a lovely time being her. I'll present you with your CV. I'll do it now. Look at me. I'll do it. Would you like her to do it?
Yeah, I'd love.
Yeah, I love being her.
Yeah, because it's quite specific how she is.
What have you done? What is it? When do you do it?
I did within my show, which comes out next Monday.
There's a sketch. We'll talk about it more.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute.
This is actually your bit, right? Don't shine the light there right now.
And genius makeups and things, and I'm various people.
Yeah, but she's tough. She's a tough character, your Camilla.
Yeah, she vapes a lot, and she's, you know, dealing with horses a lot, and she picks up the phone and it's Charles and says, "Hello, sexy." we like her. It's very affectionate. Very affectionate. You're going to get one of those things at the Palace.
No, you're really not.
No, I know. We always do that.
And Tracey Ullman.
Yes.
Is it odd that your very first show in America was the one that spawned The Simpsons?
Yes.
So did you, like, are you a creator of The Simpsons?
I breastfed the yellow people. Yes, we wanted little cartoon segments, you know, as bumpers on the show, and there was this blue hair. And of Marge, I remember that specifically. And then I was so busy doing all these parts in the show, and then they came and said, "We need somebody to record the voices, you know." And Julie, okay, I'll do it. Wow. Julie's voice, so she was Marge. And then Dan Castellaneta said, "Okay, I don't mind. I'll be. What do you want me to be?" So he's Homer. And that was it. That very first week, and then. Who knew? And then I knew it was big. I think I went to Italy next summer for my holiday, and there was like Italian, you know, like Simpsons a bath form, you know. So anyway, yeah, The Simpsons started on my show.
And yes, yeah. Now. Ray Fiennes, how busy are you? So we feel like we just enjoyed you in your last outing as M in Inspector, and you're sticking with that now. You're M forever for a while. Anyway.
I've got one more, I think, and then it's up to them whether they want me back.
They'll want you.
Yeah,
back.
I don't know.
They will.
I don't
They'll
know.
want you. But that's kind of your dream job. I mean, you were a Bond geek.
I was a Bond geek when I was a teenager, yeah.
Is it true you would do trivia quizzes on...
I knew all the Bond books inside out. I can't answer mastermind questions now, but I read them all at least 3 times.
Wow. So it's like it must be
So I knew all
weird,
about
but-
Kissy Suzuki and Solitaire and Gala Brand and Honey Child Rider.
But presumably you wanted to be him, not M.
Yes.
Not to piss in your parade. Like,
well,
as a kid, you weren't thinking, ooh, one day I might be M.
no, well, the years go on.
You're in it, be happy.
Yeah, you're in a franchise. Great.
But
I'm very happy.
But here's the thing, you are coming back to the stage, and then it's all about you. In The Master Builder, it's at the Old Vic, just around the corner here. Previews on the 23rd of January, opening on the 3rd of February. Now, a cursory glance at this audience, and you can guess they know their Ibsen pretty well.
Ibsen inside out.
So, for the couple of them who don't know, what's The Master Builder about?
A master builder.
I'm glad.
Who's going through a midlife crisis.
No.
And into his life walks a young 23-year-old girl.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching.
Yeah, bums on seats. There we go.
Who wants him to build a very tall, erect tower that goes high, high, high into the sky. And this is a proposal that excites him a lot.
You don't need to be Freud.
I'm working with a fantastic young Australian actress called Sarah Snook, who plays the young girl. She is seriously a gifted lady.
She inspires you.
She does. She inspires me to build a spire.
Yes. Love it. Yeah. See what we did there? All the way round. Yes. Very good. And now, I suppose I say a lot of people, me, would imagine that when you get to the level of success you've achieved in films, there will be a temptation to walk away from the sort of heavy lifting of, 7, 8 shows a week and the kind of the long stretch of that. But no, you keep coming back to it.
Well, I love it. This is an amazing play, I believe, and I'm working with the great director, Matthew Warchus, who's fantastic. And for me, there's nothing that beats being in front of an audience and feeling and the play evolve in front of them. You tell them a story, and every night it's different. And you go on a journey which it's not the same as filming.
Because have you been in The Master Builder?
Yeah, I played the Master Builder at drama school.
How tall was your spire?
It drooped a wee bit.
I hear that you've never had any complaints.
There's the OBE.
The bells make up for it.
No, after, I mean, in fact, you should have seen it when we were at drama school, because I was in the year above you, but...
I probably did.
Yeah. Performance of George Hall. Yes, no, the performance, yeah. George Hall...
All the students were talking.
George Hall, he was the director of... was the head of Central. His critique afterwards, he looked at me and said, Jimmy, you missed. So it wasn't a great performance I give, so I hope you'll do better. I'm sure you'll do better.
The reviews are in. Ray Fiennes,
God.
you missed. That is pretty great. But now, was it in a Shakespeare play where you had your costume, what do you call that thing? What do they call it? A wardrobe malfunction.
I had a major wardrobe malfunction. I was in a Shakespeare play, a comedy called Love's Labour's Lost, and I played a character called Barone, who has an amazing speech about love. Very romantic speech, full of ardour, where it's off the back of a very high comedic, farcical scene, where suddenly it stops, and he launches into this lyrical passage about how important it is to love women. And I had these very tight moleskin breeches, and as I got into my stride, they split down the middle.
But that's an odd place for them to split.
Well, can I tell you? I'm glad I was not going commando that day. And I had red polka dot underpants on.
Did people think it was meant to happen?
No, they enjoyed it.
Were you tempted to do it every night after that?
This was on with 3 other actors, and we were barely holding it together. But finally, I got to the end of the speech, and we got a round of applause.
Oh.
I used to do panto. I bet you've not done bloody panto.
No, yeah, matter of time.
30 years ago, I was Dick Whittington in Newcastle. Now, that's theatre for you. I got a bit chubby because I got a bit depressed up there and I was eating at this tea room a lot, Caddix. And I said, go on, and I got a bit chubby in my stockings, you know, the Dick Whittington. I go, hello, children. Are you going to be my friend? And I remember a little kid went, no, what off, Jumbo? That's when they talk back. Right, what's your name? Teddy? You know, a little bastard in the front, you know, you got, like, all the nuns are in with the coach party, and it was horrible.
You've been scarred by that?
Ah, I've been scarred by it.
Scarred. Well, Rafe, you haven't given up film because your new movie is A Bigger Splash.
Yeah.
Which, when is that? 12th of February. 12th of February. Yeah. And it's a fantastic cast. You can see there Tilda Swinton, Dakota Johnson, yourself, Matthias Schoenaerts.
Schoenaerts.
Now, it's a love, almost a love quadrangle.
Well, love quadrangle, yeah.
And it's such a... I don't think I've ever seen you play a part like this before. You're kind of wild in this.
I'm a wild and crazy guy.
You really are. But the idea is that the people who kind of share a romantic history are all thrown together on a Greek island.
It's an Italian island called...
Italian island, not a Greek island.
Pantelleria. It's an island between Sicily and Tunisia.
OK.
Yeah.
Oh, near Greece. And...
Oh, Graham.
That was a tense.
Oh, dear.
But your character is... The idea is you're trying to kind of rekindle a romance with
I've come back to reclaim Tilda Swinton.
Who's a rock star.
Who is a rock star on holiday, recovering from a throat operation with her younger boyfriend lover, Matthias Schoenaerts.
Okay.
And I come back to... I was her beau in the past, and we split up, and I passed her on, or passed my friend Matthias on to Tilda. I've put them together and gone, and I've come back to reclaim her, because I realise I made a big mistake.
Well, this is the clip from The Bigger Splash, and in fact, it's a night out in the town, just when you're starting to woo Tilda's character back, who's resting her voice.
Yeah.
I'm the brightest light alone. I'm in my hands, your body and soul.
You're very kind of relaxed, very free. You're very... We see a lot of you. We see your spire.
in miniature, I think.
No, it's fine. It's all there. It's all there.
The potential is...
The sequel.
Completely naked.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
The old chap, everything.
The old chap.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
No messing.
Usually just the girls. I'm proud of you.
Oh, no,
Dave.
Tilda does it too.
She does
Yeah,
it, yeah.
well, girls always do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just...
Oh, no, girls always... Tracey Ullman, have you ever
No,
been invited to...
No, I've not done anything. You know, prosthetic ones. I do prosthetic ones.
Yes.
No, I have no. I've never been asked.
But would you?
Would you?
No.
Well, maybe you're being asked now. Look, Ray Fiennes is asking you.
Well, I'll sit over here on my own.
Well, no, because we've seen you. You've done the TV nudity. We saw it in Cold Feet.
Yeah, no,
all out.
You did it
yeah,
too.
Look, no, he was just... It
Oh,
was
that was just bum, not the old chap.
Is that you?
No, yeah.
Yeah, that is really you, isn't it?
Your audience has really waited too long to see that again. Oh, God. No, I have. So I've done a bit. Actually, the last job I did, because when I did it with that guy, when I did it there, the dresser that fitted it was a guy called Greg, a big, unusually, in sort of in the business, a big butch lad from Australia, actually. Oh, no, he's from Manchester, called Greg. No, but you have to know, I remember his name is pasted
wasn't Australian,
into the
he was
buttocks of my memory, but he was from Manchester. But anyway, he spent all day having to reapply, to re-stick the rose there. Yes. And he, after that job, he disappeared without just, he went to Australia, disappeared. no one has ever heard from him since. And in the last job I've just finished in Belfast, I had to do a fair amount of, a day of sort of nudity and sex scenes and stuff, but they covered my bits with a wee, well, I shouldn't say a wee. That's so Northern Irish Protestant, this wee thing, with a pouch. But that kept coming apart. So I mean, again, the dresser, Sophie, she's had to spend a day kind of reapply. I mean, it's not easy. These jobs aren't easy. I mean, I'm sure that's not why she went into business.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
No, she can't have thought, oh, look what I'm doing today. And the new Cold Feet, are the scripts ready? Have you started filming? What's happening?
No, we start in Old Feet. We start in 3 weeks' time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we've got to read through next week. I haven't seen a lot of them for, you know, well, I haven't seen loads of them for 12 years, really. I mean, we didn't sort of get together, you know, it's just, we didn't sort of deliberately keep apart, we just, it's the nature of the thing. Yeah. And so we're all going to see each other in 2 weeks, and the scripts look good, and we're, you know, I mean, they tried to get us to do it for a number of years, and I think it wasn't quite ready, and, you know, they hadn't quite sorted out the various zeros on the checks, and, you know, so we're very excited to do it.
Well, no, it was weird. I just saw Helen Baxter. She was just in Midsummer Murders.
Well, she's not in it, of course, because she died.
Of course she died. She survived in Midsummer Murders. And that's a feat for a guest star. Well done, her. So, we've been waiting 12 years for new Cold Feet, but we've been waiting even longer for Tracey Ullman to get back on the BBC. It's 30 years.
30 years!
Like, you must be shocked that it's 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, I just never got offered a job in this country, seriously. I'm always coming and going, and I'm just really flattered to be asked. And Charlotte Moore is the new head of BBC One, and my Fanwy Moore is the head of comedy. These two girls just asked me to come in and said, you know, is there anything you'd like to do? And the last time I was at the BBC, it was all men in bow ties doing the goons. What? We need more National Service jokes. So, you know, it was. Can you be a traffic warden? But I had a good time, you know, I had a great time with Lenny and David, and, you know, it was a long time ago, and then various things happened, and I was back at the Beeb this year. I've absolutely loved it. I've had a brilliant time.
So this is Tracey Ullman's show.
Yes,
Tracey
Ullman's show.
Starts next Monday at 10:45. I really liked it. It's funny, and I was saying to you outside, it's hard to come up with a sketch show that has fresh characters in it, but this it really does.
Well, it's Britain today. To me, it's a melting pot. It's this global hub, and it's a 24-hour period of Britain, and people come in and people go out, and people try and get in, and people get thrown out, and I'm famous people within it, and there's a through story of what happens from dawn to dusk, and it's tons of different things, and lots of impersonations, which I've never really done before.
Yeah, no, but, and you're, now, so the famous people, you do people like Dame Judi Dench, Maggie Smith, Angela Merkel. The Angela Merkel, there's a sitcom in Angela Merkel. There is. I just want more and more of Angela Merkel.
There she is.
There's Angela Merkel.
That's right, Angela Merkel. I love her. I think that she's always with men all the time, with Berlusconi and Cameron and Obama, and she wants to just be with girls. And she thinks I got this idea that I think she thinks she's very sexy. And everybody is right now, I'm sex bomb, when I'm in the room. And then I wanted to do her with her friend. And she does her arms like this. Anyway, I digress. And she sings and everything, we discovered.
Yeah, no.
She sings beautifully. Yeah.
No, she is terrific. She's
the
terrific.
Eurovision winner, 1982. Because A Little Piece. Remember that song? Yeah. Wunderbar. Anyway, so I don't know, I wanted to be her, so I am her.
Do you come up with the funny bit first, like the joke, or do you kind of think, I can do them, write me something funny for them?
Yeah, I wanted to be a series of national treasures, because that's what we have in this country. And Kevin, Cecil, Andy Riley came up with this wonderful idea that Judi Dench can get away with anything because she's a national treasure. So she can shoplift. And that suddenly to make her, and then I got this brilliant makeup, and then it comes from there, and anyway.
Well, listen, we've got a clip. This is you as Dame Judi Dench being a national treasure at the supermarket.
Oi! I saw that. Do you want me to call the police?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, it's you, isn't it?
If you mean is it Dame Judi Dench, then yes, it is. How very nice to meet you.
Sorry about that. There must be something wrong with the security camera.
Yes, well, they can be temperamental.
I loved you in James Bond.
Oh, we just try to tell a good story. And thank you.
What was I thinking? Then Judi Dench wouldn't shoplift. You're a national treasure.
Exactly. And because I'm a national treasure, I could get away with anything. But of course I don't. Oh, what's that over there? My mistake.
Well, it's an honour meeting.
Yes, lovely to meet you too. You have such a lovely shop here. Brilliant makeup. Floris, my genius makeup artist. Yeah, we were filming in Richmond, actually, and people...
Big up the Richmond!
Somebody from Richmond, yeah, somebody from... Oh, lovely, yeah. I might do panto there this year. And people thought we were filming something from Bond. A couple of them got convinced. It was great.
Because you know Dame Judi Dench.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's...
What's she going to make of it, Rafe?
I think she'll love it.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
she'll
God.
love it.
Really?
She might start shoplifting, actually. She's going to become a shoplifter.
They probably want her back on Bond now.
Yeah, because... you were in it together,
We
right?
were in it together, yes.
Now you
yes.
are her.
Right.
Yes, yes. She wasn't happy that I took over as M.
Really?
Oh,
No.
why not?
Well, because I replaced her.
Oh.
In fairness, that would piss you off.
So, my name is... In the first one I appeared in, my name was Mallory.
Yeah.
So a way of getting back to me was to call me Valerie. So every time I meet her, she says, "Hello, Valerie."
And she nicks things from your house. So if you stay in that Judi Dench makeup all day, you
Yeah.
obviously don't mind the prosthetics and the costumes, because, Rafe, you hate prosthetics and things, don't you?
I don't love them. No.
But don't you, you choose jobs to avoid them?
After Voldemort, I did. I have, yeah, yeah.
Because how much of that is prosthetics on Voldemort?
Actually, to be honest, on Voldemort, not so much. A lot of painting and
Oi, oi, oi. Hard.
Very little, actually.
teeth, the eyes...
Yeah, it's more or less. I see what you mean, yeah.
Latex around the
Yeah, they
eyes.
shave the
It's
beard
nothing.
off, right? Yeah. But wasn't there a moment when you kind of knew the Voldemort look was working, when you were on set? And you met her?
Yeah, I passed by the script supervisor, had a little boy who was on set. I mean,
His son, maybe?
her son, I
okay.
think, for 5 years old. Anyway, I passed by this little child. I just looked at this boy. He just burst into tears.
The costume must have helped as well, because it's quite frightening.
The costumes actually wasn't that. It was just a lot of flowing, silky stuff that I kept tripping over. And I had these tights on underneath. And they were like ladies' tights.
And they ripped in the middle.
Can I just say?
No, they didn't rip.
I like that they were like ladies' tights. Are there other sorts of tights?
Well, they're not the sort of tights you wear at the RSC.
Oh, okay. But you did have a problem
No, what
with
happened
tights.
was that the tights used to work their way down, so the gusset of the tight was sort of around my knees. So I couldn't walk as elegantly as I would like as Voldemort. So eventually then I said to the dresser, he's called Neil, he's very sweet. He's always had his head up my skirt, trying to adjust things. And I said, would he mind cutting them off so I had a garter belt? So for most of Harry Potter, underneath the robes, I have very nice garter belts.
You spoilt it for everyone now. Now, here's the thing. James Nesbitt, in The Hobbit, you see, I look at this picture of you in The Hobbit, and I think, well, that's not bad. It's a hat and a beard.
Yeah.
But in fact, there was loads of prosthetics went on.
Oh, it was. There were early starts in the morning. Yeah, I mean, it took quite a while. I mean, I'm sure if you've been there, it's and if you're doing it for. Listen, it was astonishing, the look and the way they create it, and I admire and applaud the incredible detail and artistry, but after 2 years, it takes a wee...
Because you sent us a picture of what... So underneath,
Yeah.
like... But you can't see
So that was
any
me
of
just
that.
before that's me getting up in the morning just before I go in.
How long did it take altogether?
The whole thing every morning, I suppose about 3.5 hours. You know.
Yes.
Well, listen, beats working for a living.
I'd like to be in a film.
Thank
No,
you.
I
Yeah. Yeah, not easy being me. Terrible.
But is it true that they, in fact, didn't really want you to look like you in The Hobbit?
Thank you, yes.
No, but there is some truth to that. Wasn't there a dinner?
Oh, no. That was because I constantly, and in fact, twice today, every day I get confused with the actor John Hannah. John Hannah, who was in... I don't think I look like him at all. I mean,
Well, we've got a picture of John Hannah. Where is he? John Hannah?
Right.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You do look a bit...
Actually, I wouldn't mind looking like him there. He looks quite well. You know, the split of each other. But I get it all the time. And right at the beginning of The Hobbit, I went for a dinner, a private dinner with Peter Jackson and his partner, and one of the head of Warner Brothers, who were, you know, behind the movie. And I walked in and he said, I am so excited you're involved in The Hobbit. I loved you so much in Sliding Doors. And I was like, that's not me. I still never really understood. Did he think they'd cast John Hannah? Yeah, no, John gets... So I sign John's name quite often. He signs mine. And it actually gets to the point where people come to me and go, oh, I loved you in 4 Weddings and a Funeral. And I say, yes, that Auden poem, it's so beautiful, I love, blah, 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 stop all the clocks, John Hannah. And then quite often I'll do James Nesbitt, and you can see them walking away and going, oh, man.
Because who do you get? You get someone.
Well, I get mistaken for Liam Neeson.
Oh, you do?
You do.
He does for me. So I've been complimented on my performance in Taken 2.
Yeah, it's me. I get, you know, you're a wonderful educating reader. So much fun.
Do you really get Julie
Yeah,
Walters?
everyone thinks I'm Julie Walters. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a picture of Julie
I
Walters.
do look like you.
Well, we've got a Liam
Yes,
Neeson.
mistaken
We've
for
got a
me.
Liam Neeson. But I don't think you do look particularly like Liam Neeson. Well,
Not bad.
no.
Apparently they've got one thing in common, those two boys. Oh. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Scratch his head. Doesn't understand. But does he get confused for you?
Yes, he's been complimented on his English patient.
Everything sounds rude.
Doctors Liam and Ray.
Here's the thing. Because being in The Hobbit, obviously a big franchise like that, did it make you a cool dad for your girls?
No, they, I mean, they're much cooler and funnier than me. I mean, the eldest one, from a very early age, she was very funny. She was startlingly quick at being able to speak. You know, she was talking when she was just 2, and she had a sense of humour very early on. And there was one time when I was driving when she was about 2.5, and it was just the two of us in the car, and I was driving, and I broke wind, and but there was this 5-second pause, and from on my daughter's eyes, from the back of the car came another minging fart by James Nesbitt. 2.5. Where does that come from?
Because Tracey, you seem to like the idea of being an embarrassing mother.
You do. You just become a permanent figure of fun as you get older with your kids. I did something really embarrassing with my kid, Johnny, a few years ago when I was still having to buy him swimming trunks for his holiday. You know, you take the kid to buy swimming trunks, he's like, come on, let's go. So I took him to this kind of fancy boutique place around the corner, and they didn't have anything really, you know, it was like Speedos, and he's not a Speedo kind of kid, you know, he needs something with a bit of an elasticated waist, you know, quick, dry gusset. I should have just gone to British Home Stores, but I thought I'd take him somewhere nice, and I saw this very gorgeous young black assistant, you know, amongst the rails doing stuff, and I said, excuse me, can you help me? My son's looking for something, elasticated waist, quick, dry gusset, you know, he's a little chunk stark, and Johnny's going, Mum. I'm going, Johnny, I'm going to ask the man. I mean, come on, let me Mum, it's Kanye West.
Oh!
Now that's embarrassing, right? I didn't know. He was very nice. He said, but he was holding some. He went, I guess you think I'm cool, I'm working in this store. That's okay. I think I'm cool. Yeah, poor Johnny. And then I didn't give it up. I saw him getting in the lift and I was like, excuse me, I'm terribly sorry about that. Then Johnny's like, enough now, enough.
Stop it, stop it.
But this was British Home Stores. No.
Then I just went to British Home Stores. Now, this is
It would've been
really
better if it
fun.
wasn't
What's the
British
matter with me? Just take the kids.
Well, James Nesbitt, super cool now, because he's bringing us Sky One's big adaptation of Stan Lee's Lucky Man, which starts on Friday, January the 22nd. And, of course, this is Stan Lee. He created all the Marvel characters.
Yeah, no, he co-created Spider-Man and Thor and Iron Man and Captain America, I think, all those things, quite a long time ago. But I think this was something he had always thought of. He used to be asked, what would your superpower be? And he liked the idea of controlling luck. So this is a contemporary, sort of quite glossy, fast-moving thriller set in London, in which London plays a big part, actually, and it looks amazing. About a cop who's down on his luck. He's a compulsive gambler. This is who I play. And he meets this mysterious woman who, after spending a night with her at a casino where he's finally won some money, he spends the night with her. He wakes up in the morning with this ancient bracelet upon his wrist, which seems to be able to control luck. But there is a price to pay. So it's very much of that genre.
But for you, it must be just fun. Like, it just started me watching it. I just thought, as an actor, you must love doing this.
Well, it was just magic. I mean, and particularly in the bag of stuff I had done recently, this was a very different... the notion of luck is something that appeals to all of us, what is it? Does it exist? Can we control it? And there's a thriller element to it. And London, as I say, London just looks amazing.
It really does. It looks so slick and beautiful.
Yeah, and the Shard is actually... the Shard's got a bigger part than me. The Shard features prominently. The spire. We'll come back to that.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But no, quite often I'd realise the director was going, and could you just move, just maybe step just to your right a little bit, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I see.
Well, listen, this is such an action clip. It's real it's a proper James Bond speedboat.
All right, well, as close as I'll get, but...
But you were really doing the speedboat, right?
Oh, no, I was doing it. I mean, and in these days of health and safety, it's astonishing that this was allowed to happen, because when you watch this, I'm doing it and I'm scared, and the boat was more in control of me than I was in control of the boat. It was terrifying. And we're going through the Thames Bar, I think, at 3 in the morning.
OK, let's have a look.
Hurry, stay back! Get on! Slow down! Shit! There's not enough room! Hurry!
Woo!
Wow.
It's funny because when I'm driving the boat there, there's a man sort of at my knees, and at one point he was going, Jesus, slow down, will you, slow down.
Not funny, not funny. All right, it's time for music. Now, this man's... wait for this as a statistic. Yeah. This man's debut album, Chaos and the Calm, was top 10 in 51 countries. Yeah. Now he's got 3 Grammy nominations, performing Best Fake Smile. Please welcome James Bay!
Now you're your best fake smile, understand that, and burn inside. If you don't like it, she's working late and making eyes at the door. She's sick of everybody up on her floor. She wants the sun in her eyes. but all she gets is ignored. Yeah. She used to put it out and get it all back, but now she's slipping, trying to carry the act. She's sweating under the lights, now she's beginning to crack. And you don't have to wear your best big smile, don't have to stand there and burn inside. Oh, 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 if you don't like it. And you don't have to care, so don't pretend. Nobody needs a best big friend. Oh, 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 don't hide it, yeah. No hesitation, now she gets up and walks. She thinks of all the pain and pride that it costs. She empties all the tip jars, they don't get back what she lost. Outside the window with two fingers to shoot. She lifts her head up just to blow out the smoke. She doesn't have to look back to know where she's gotta go. Yeah! And you don't have to wear your best big smile, don't have to stand there and burn inside. Oh, 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 if you don't like it. And you don't have to care, so don't pretend. Nobody needs a best big friend. Oh, 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 don't hide, no. And you don't bleed it. You don't need it anymore. If you don't need it, get up and leave it on the floor. No more believing like it's a voice you can't ignore. If you don't bleed it, I know you don't need it, no. And you don't have to wear your best big smile, don't have to stand there, burn inside. Oh, oh, if you don't like it. And you don't have to care, so don't pretend. Nobody needs a best big friend. Oh, 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 if you don't like it. And you don't have to wear your best big smile, don't have to stand there and burn inside. Oh, 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 if you don't like it, no. Oh, 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 no, if you don't like it.
James Bay, everybody! Come on over, James. Drop your guitar. Wow, energy to burn. Congratulations, sir. Come and join down. James, that's James. That's a Tracey. That's a Ray.
Thank you. That was fun. Thank you so much.
Wow, the energy of that. That was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Hey, you know, it's an honour to kick off the year.
Well, it is kicking one.
Here.
You kicked us off. I tell you. That is, of course, from the album Chaos and the Calm. Now, it's still for sale, but presumably everyone's got it now. I mean, it's sold amazingly well.
Yeah, it's
If I just
mad.
go yes.
Yes. It's mad to think how many people, you know, have it. Yeah, that's an exciting thing.
And listen, I must say, good luck with the Grammys. When are the Grammys?
Oh, it's like Valentine's Day or the day after. I think that's how I remembered it. I think it's the 15th
Great
of
show.
February.
15th of February.
Yeah.
But listen, someone will make sure you're there. It'd be really annoying if you missed it. I was sure it was the 15th.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get there. Yeah?
Thanks for doing that great performance,
Thank
and
you.
good luck on the 15th of February.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. James Bay. Very good. Before we go, just time for our first visit of the year to the big red chair. Who's there? Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
Graham.
Is it? Okay. And where are you from, Graham?
I'm from Glasgow originally.
Okay, lovely. And where do you live now?
Well, I'm currently working in London.
Okay, what do you do?
So I'm a brand manager for a well-known pharmaceutical company.
Boots. Look out for sure it's the problem. All right, Graham, off you go with the story.
So the first thing that you need to know is that my girlfriend and I were butt naked in bed. And
Good start to any story. Yeah, very good start. Very good start. Yeah.
Not exclusive, though.